What's up? I'm Max Goof, and we're here to talk about, that's right, Goofy.
They've been laughing since I can remember, but they're not gonna laugh anymore.
Okay, enough of that. But no, I'm not Max Goof. I'm obviously Johnny Fandom, where I talk about all things fandom, such as Disney, Star Wars, One Piece, you name it, I got a video for it. If I don't, maybe I will. Anyway, thanks for coming over to my channel where we talk about all things fandom. Today we're going to talk about Goofy. I have done a ton of Goofy videos in the past, such as Goofy is not a cow. So stop saying that, because every day I go to the internet and I see somebody commenting on it that Goofy is a cow. He's not a cow, okay? Okay? He's not a cow. I have a video. You go check it out. I'll leave a link down in the description down below as well, that he is not a cow. I have also talked about Max Goof in the past and trying to figure out who Max Goof's, because his name is Goofy Goof, Max Goof's mom is. I made one video discussing it. Then I made another video because I made a mistake in the first video, so I want to clarify that and try to rework out another theory to figure out who Max Goof's mom is. We still don't know. But today we're here to talk about the timeline, not the family tree, because there's so many cousins and this and that mixed match back and forth in the whole family tree of the Goofy family tree, that I'm not getting into it today. That is another video. Today I'm just going to be talking about the main Goofy timeline, such as when Goofy was born up to now where we have Max. And one little side note that I noticed by going back and watching like these Goofy shorts and like that, and especially the Goofy movies itself, they're all dogs. Goofy's a dog. Max is a dog. Roxanne's a dog. They're all dogs, except for Pete and Pete's family, which are cats. It's kind of weird. Anyway, Goofy is not a cow. Just gonna put that out there one more time. So let's dive right into it and let's get today's video started. So as I said, we're going to start with the Goofy timeline. Goofy was technically born May 25th, 1932, which then would make him almost 100 years old at this point. But no, because that's not how cartoons work. Obviously, we know cartoons don't technically age, but we're not talking about that right now, because if that's the case, back in 2000, Goofy would have been 70-something years old, with Max being, 15, 16 at the time. It does make sense. So, don't get into the fine details. Let the theory brain do its magic, and let's talk about the Goofy timeline. Goofy was technically born in 1932, with his first appearance as Dippity Dog in a cartoon short, Mickey's Review. And we see the Dippity Dog character sitting there on the bleachers at like a circus show, whatever, Mickey's Review, eating popcorn. And you can see his picture right here. Dippity Dog in this timeline is going to be Max Goof's great grandfather. Okay. At this time, Dippity Dog looks kind of old in general. So he wasn't technically born in 1932. It was just his first appearance. So that's when the character itself was created by the Disney franchise. So Dippity Dog character looks pretty decently old, like he's a grandfather. So he already has a son at this point. And this son is going to be George Geaf. But we'll get back. So George Geaf is the character that we see in all these old Goofy cartoons, the one-off Goofies of just Goofy. And there's a show of this character that's actually named George Geaf. He's a father. He has a wife. Blah blah blah. They do this. They do that. He has a job. Typical life stuff. Typical. They do PSAs with him about the dangers of smoking and stuff like that, and just typical stuff of all those old Goofy cartoons would be of actually George Geaf. Then we have, in those cartoons, George Geaf does have a son that is named Goofy Jr. So I like to think that George Geaf, his name is George Goofy Geaf, and he named the son Goofy Jr. as a way to pass down that, nickname or middle name that he could have had. So George Geef's nickname, at the Elks Lodge, or what do we call it, Elks Lodge? The Hound Lodge would have been Goofy. So he wanted to take that nickname, carry it down, and give it to his son, so he named his son Goofy. Goofy Jr. That's my theory. Headcanon. So, we have Goofy present now. The Goofy that we know, the character that we know as Goofy, was born in 1961. In order to make this timeline actually be prevalent. So, 1961, Goofy is born. And his father is George Geaf. 1975, around this time, Goofy himself would have entered high school. And then we also have 1975 to 1979. 1978 to 1979, we have Goofy as a cheerleader, as a football player. And this is where we could have seen some of those other cartoon shorts of Goofy himself portraying those characters and doing those different things in school. And it's this time that we actually first get the animosity between Goofy and Pete, and why Pete doesn't like Goofy very much. This is a theory. I'm going to go deeper into this part of the timeline in another video, because I want to discuss this a little more. This timeline is actually written down from a person on Reddit, the username Video Wolf. I'll put the link down here, and I'll put a link to the Reddit article so you can check it out yourself. So I just want to go through that. So in their timeline, this is the point where Goofy and Pete get the animosity and don't become friends anymore, because Goofy in fact ruins a touchdown for Pete in a big football game. In 1979, Goofy starts college. We do hear some of his college days back when he, in Extreme Goofy movie, where he talks to Max and talks about how it was like when college for him. So we do have an understanding of what it was like for college for Goofy at the time. He's very popular to his crazy dance moves. And we all know how crazy Goofy's dance moves are. Let's get back to the video. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying myself. Just a quick word from our sponsor today. Our sponsor today is brought to you by Mythical Meats. Make sure you go to mythicalmeats.com, use coupon code FANDOM, and save yourself 10% off for a limited time only. Mythical Meats is a mythical based exotic meat jerky company. Like, oh my god, like, look at this. I have centaur jerky, and look at this. I have dragon jerky. Where else do you get dragon jerky? Have you ever seen a dragon flying around the woods and just make jerky out of it? No. So make sure you go to mythicalbeast.com and get yourself some dragon jerky. They also have basilisk jerky. They have elf jerky. They have minotaur jerky. It is awesome, the flavors that they got. And this is a great gift for all your Harry Potter friends. This is a great gift for all your friends who play Dungeons and Dragons. Get them some nice dragon jerky. That's right, dragon jerky, centaur jerky, whatever it may be. Go check it out. MythicalBeast.com. Use coupon code JohnnyPhantom and save yourself 10% off for limited time only. And check that out. Dragon jerky. Side note, dragon jerky is not actually dragon meat. It's actually alligator with Cajun spice. Just thought I'd tell you. Still good though. And centaur is not actually centaur. It's actually camel. Good too. All the flavors are not actual Mythical Beast, but it's fun and it's cool, like, to get theme stuff like that, and I enjoy it. It's a great product. I definitely am buying more. I already got some more coming on the way, so yeah. Like I said, great product, great jerky. If you're a jerky guy like me, fantastic. Link will be in the description down below. Let's get back to the timeline. In 1982, Goofy would then get a girlfriend or a person pregnant. We don't know the history of this because this would then therefore be Max's mom. So they somehow have a family together. Something happens to Goofy, Max's mom. We're not sure exactly what it is. Maybe she gets in trouble. Maybe she gets arrested. Maybe she gets killed. We don't know the history. I'm not getting into that. Let's just continue now with Goofy. In 1982, sorry, 1991 to 1982, this person wrote on Reddit, 1991, 1982, Goofy's wife passes away. We don't physically know that. No information that I can find out there physically states that she passed away. So we don't know exactly what happened. All we know is that Goofy is a single parent. In 1993, Alright, so in 1982, it would have been Max was born. So in 1983, that would make him 11 years old. It doesn't seem like he's 11. Seems like he's kind of more like in high school at that time. Give me a second. Brain fart. Anyway, 1993, Goofy and his son Max moved to Spooner Street, where they become neighbors with Pete, where Pete obviously does have this kind of animosity between him and Goofy, but that gets resolved later on because we do see them kind of bond a little more throughout the history of Goof Troop and the Goofy movies itself. So 1983, Max is 11 years old. This is where the show Goof Troop would be taking place. Goof Troop follows Max and Pete, growing up as best friends on Spooner Street in this Goofy franchise. In 1995, 14-year-old Max starts high school. This is when Pete finally lets go of his grudge of Goofy, and they actually end up working together at a photo studio doing pictures for kids, and they become actual decent friends because they lived next to each other for 14 years or so, maybe a little more, maybe less. I mean, come on, can't hold grudges for too long. Anyway, 1985 to 1986, Max wants to get the attention of a girl, and therefore we have the opening scene of a Goofy movie where Max dances to the Powerline song, trying to impress Roxanne, gets in trouble, and we have the whole event of the Goofy movie happening at this moment. So that was 1985, 1996. Right? Yeah, 1985, 1986. Max is like in high school now, so he's probably, I would say, maybe a freshman in high school, you know, like that 15, 16 hour going on, you know, somewhere between there would be at this time. So he's 14 in 1985, yeah. So he's about 16 years old in a Goofy movie. So he's got 4 more years of high school. No, not high school. He got 4 years. Damn it. He's got 2 more years of high school. So he's like a sophomore. He's ready to graduate, ready to move on with his life. So he's about 16 years old. Him and Roxanne only gonna date in high school. Once high school's done, unfortunately, they're gonna break up. I mean, it sucks, but we don't see him continue anything else afterwards. She doesn't go to college with him. He hasn't mentioned her at all in Extremely Goof movie, and unfortunately, any of the comic books or anything other of the side canon information we have, they're not together anymore. It's a bummer. Yeah. But it is what it is. Anyway, now we hit to year 2000, where Max is going to be going to college, and Goofy turns 39. According to the timeline that we are discussing, he turns 39. If this Goofy was born in 1961, he is now 39, going back to college with Max in Extremely Goofy movie. So based on this timeline, we can see that we have 4 generations of a Goof. We got Max Goof, we have Goofy Goof, we have George Goof Geaf, and we have Dippity Dog. So somewhere on the line, Dippity Dog decided to change his name to Dippity Goof, or Dippity Dog Goof. Either way, Dippity Dog Goof had a son named George Geaf. He had a son named Goofy Jr., and he had a son named Max. And that is what brought this entire franchise and our beloved Goofy into our hearts. So let me know your comments down below on your thoughts of this Goofy timeline, and let me know your favorite Goofy moment, your favorite Goofy cartoon, your favorite Goofy movie. Please comment down below, and while you're down there, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, because I post a video every Monday and Wednesday, so you might want to hit that bell so you don't miss those days, Monday, Wednesday. Remember that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Real quick before I go, make sure you check out this video right here where I discuss that Goofy is not a cow. The last time I'm going to say it, Goofy is not a cow. Go check out that video right there. And make sure you go check out this video down here. And I appreciate it very much if you guys don't mind checking out my store down below. It really helps me out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It all helps me out. And go check out my Patreon page, or hit that join button on YouTube, because I have content just for you if you support me, because I want to keep making content like this, because I enjoy being here on this little screen thing. It's fun, and I get to do stuff like this.
After today, she'll be mine. After today, my brains will be snoozing. If I don't think.
See you guys next time.